Hey guys. Oh, excuse me.
What's up, guys? Back with another Rangers postcard. So, here we go. Rangers and Sabres. Sabres come off their epic 18-game losing streak the other night and beat Philly last night at home to end the streak. Streak is over finally. So back to back, they have to face the New York Rangers today. New York Rangers had a day of rest, coming to Buffalo. Game started out pretty greasy. I'm not even sure. I think they gave the goal to Asplund. A lot of commotion in front of the net.
Yeah.
Bodies getting thrown around, hucked around. I think Gauthier might even knock that goal in.
Yeah.
On Shesterkin, and the Sabres go up 1-0.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There we go.
Sorry.
Sorry. The Sabres outplayed the Rangers there in that first period.
They did.
And we were scared because the Sabres have nothing to play for anymore.
Right.
Anybody who follows hockey or this kind of goes for any sport. Once you have nothing to play for, you're kind of just out there playing. You maybe grip the bat a little looser, don't hold the stick as tight. Stuff like that. Things you hear in sports all the time. There's not as much pressure on you to play as hard as you usually would play. Mm-hmm. So the Sabres kind of owned that first period. Shesterkin made 12 out of 11 saves in that first period. So he kept the Rangers in this game. Rangers are still battling. If you haven't been following hockey or don't know anything, Rangers are still in the playoff hunt for that last playoff spot.
Yeah.
That the Boston Bruins own right now. But so after that, Shesterkin keeps them in. We go to the second period, and wow, the Rangers turn it up a notch there in the second. I think we'll get to the goal in a second, but I just want to say before we get to the goal, the period ended with 14-2 on shots favoring the Rangers. There was the Rangers' goal was kind of funny. That was a sequence where Jeff Skinner was kicking it.
Yeah.
Jeff Skinner is coming down the ice on a breakaway with no stick for the Sabres, kicking it, trying to kick it to somebody with a stick, and they get it back, and Blackwell rings it off the post. Panarin gets it back again, sends it back to Blackwell, and he one-times it in to tie the game. Cheers.
They also started the second period on a power play, which luckily they didn't score on. But they had 3 seconds in the first period, the Sabres starting their power play to then get into the second.
Yeah.
And luckily nothing happened with that.
Rangers did have a breakdown. They had a 2-0. Remember, Colin Blackwell was like a foreshadowing of what Colin Blackwell was going to score. Because him and Rooney had a 2-0 on a breakaway, and Colin Blackwell couldn't put it away, but he like I said, he would score later in that period. So now here we go into the third. Rangers still playing a very good game. They were 0-4 in the power play today, which is kind of strange. Their power play has been kind of good. They had a lot of looks, too. It's not like they were holding it. They were getting pucks. The first period, they were being a little passive. But second and on, they were getting pucks to the net. Tarkovsky, I've already talked about Tarkovsky and how he's played for Montreal. Now he's like the third-string goalie pretty much for the Sabres. Tarkovsky kept the Sabres in this game.
Yeah.
And then again, this kind of a little bit of a greasy play. A scramble happens in front of the Sabres net. Puck goes to the net, comes out. Everybody's trying to keep it out. Nobody sees it. Hedl finds it and goes top door with it. Top door, is that even a thing?
I don't know. Someone scooped it out. One of the Rangers.
Top shelf.
Yes.
Goes top shelf with it. Fuck it, I'm saying it's top door. He goes top door with it and puts the Rangers up 2-1. And the Rangers would continue to put the pressure on for the rest of this period, third period. And then lo and behold, the Sabres would pull their goalie. Chris Kreider would have an empty net shot, comes down the ice, and it's blocked. It's blocked by a defenseman. And then the Sabres would come down and tie the game up with 3 seconds left in the third.
3.6. When you think it's done, and you're looking, and
at that point, you think it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, normally you'd be like, this game's over 3 seconds. What's it going to get deflected in the corner or something like that? No, just a seeing eye shot. Mm-hmm. I forgot who scored it. I don't think I've ever said his name in a Sabres-Rangers game. I don't even know who it was. I know it started with a T because I was like, I had to make a mental note of it. But he ties the game up for the Sabres with 3 seconds. And it's like, here we fucking go. Here we go. And mind you, every single game the Rangers and Sabres have played this season has been decided by 1 goal.
Yeah, so you were saying that earlier on even. I think at the beginning even.
Yes, I think I said that before the announcers even said that. It's so funny to watch the Rangers come out here and beat Boston, beat Washington, beat Philadelphia. And then every single game, the closest games the Rangers have played have been against the Buffalo Sabres. Overtime period, I fucking can't stand 3-on-3 overtime. I really can't, man. Like how you were talking about the rule with the Yankees in baseball.
Overtime or extra
innings, man on second.
Yep, I hate that.
I don't like 3-on-3. I was okay with the 4-on-4, but again, another reason for sports to chop it down and make it a quicker game.
Right.
Because all of a sudden people have crazy shit to do, as if kids' work and things didn't exist hundreds of years ago. Fucking pisses me off.
People had more work to do back.
People had way more work to do back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's why they'd spend way more time at these sporting events.
Yep.
Oh, this is a rant for a whole other thing. I'm not going to get into it. Here's the bottom line. Stop trying to shorten sporting events.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's going to be a thing tomorrow. I'm doing a thing on this.
Oh, good. I like it.
All right, so back to the game. Rangers going to 3-on-3 overtime. And it was a passive overtime. The only odd man rush was the one that the Rangers would score on to win the game. A lot of getting the puck, skating back over the line, coming back on sides. A lot of that, more than I've ever seen. It worked out, though. There was a battle on the line in the Ranger zone against the boards. A little before the blue line, Fox digs it out, gets it to Zibanejad. Zibanejad and Panarin go give and go, and Zibanejad buries it for the overtime winner.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
With less than a minute to go, I believe.
Less than a minute in the overtime period.
Yep.
So Rangers get out of Buffalo. So far, they have another one in Buffalo Saturday. First game, they get out with 2 points. I don't even give a fuck that Buffalo got the point. Like we said, they're out of it. They've only had 7 wins, which is ridiculous. But who cares about that? The point is the Rangers got the 2 points they needed, and Boston lost 4-1 to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Which only puts the Rangers now 3 points behind Boston, tied with Philly. Because if you really think about it, yes, Jersey has a chance to make the playoffs. Highly unlikely. It's pretty much the Flyers, Flyers, Rangers, and Boston fighting for that last playoff spot. With a good amount of games to go, Bruins have about 3 or 4 games on hand on the Rangers, and they're all against Buffalo, unfortunately, as Buffalo has to make up for all that COVID issue they went through earlier in the year.
But you know what? I give Buffalo credit for knowing that they're not in it, and they're still playing really hard. They're playing maybe even more so, like you were saying, because there's nothing on the line. They're just playing it to play it. Like, back in the day, playing because you loved it, with less pressure, sometimes makes you do better without pressure. So maybe they can take Boston down.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Buffalo's game today, except the fact that we had to win this game.
Right.
Hey, Buffalo, it's nice to see you. You played hard, but you really don't belong here. It is what it is. No offense to anyone who's a Sabres fan. If you're a Sabres fan, Godspeed. You would hope at this point you'll have nothing but good times ahead of you, because you can only be shitty for so long.
Is next game our last game against Buffalo? Is that our 8th?
I'm not sure. I think
it's
it might
close.
be. I think it might be.
I think Buffalo, just let us win against you, and then you can beat all the other teams if you want to.
Yeah, you could be all you want to be, like the Army or something. Maybe that slogan, that was a 2000 slogan, be all you could be.
Yes, in the Army. Yes.
So they could do that. This time, a step aside, Rangers are trying to set up a dynasty here. It might not be this year, it might not be next year. But we're seeing a lot of good things from this Ranger team. It was a rough start for this Ranger team this year.
Oh, yeah.
A very rough start. But again, that's a video for a whole other time. But we'll wrap this up right here. Rangers coming to Buffalo. Obviously, got to make it a fucking heart grabber.
Yeah.
Go up 2-1. Buffalo ties it with 3 seconds. And of course, the man, the legend, Zibanejad gets the overtime winner. I wouldn't have had it any other way. No, that's not true. I would have had anybody score if I could. But it's great to see Zibanejad take some kind of leadership. Him and Panarin get it done.
Yeah.
So, again, Saturday, we'll see what we're doing on Saturday. Maybe a potential Mets game. Definitely a Rangers game. And that'll be our Saturday lineup so far. I don't know. Are the Yankees playing Saturday?
We'll
check it out.
I think they are. I don't know where my calendar is. Yeah, Saturday. Oh yeah, they're playing Toronto again. That's their next game. So they're off tomorrow. And then they're playing Toronto.
Okay. That's
1 o'clock. I think it's 1:05.
Oh, okay. So maybe if the Mets game isn't going on, because they're supposed to move it to 1. It might be canceled. Who knows? Either way, we'll let you guys know. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Again, thanks for everybody who hopped in the stream. We did our first doubleheader today.
Yeah.
Yankee game at 1, Rangers game at 7.
Yep.
We're pretty much done now streaming, and we just don't want to do this right now anymore.
We too want to do it.
No, we do. Done for the night.
Okay,
Done for the night. Again, thanks for everybody who hopped in.
Yes.
This is a long day. And we'll catch you on Saturday because we'll be streaming something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace, guys.
Good night.